Far beyond witches and wizards is the root cause of health problem of many in Africa. Seek professional advice concerning that your health matter.
I see with my clear eye. The eye that I cannot be able to use 2 years ago, I use it now to see everything. And I say, may God who make this man have this mind, and all those doctors over here, God will bless them and give them more life.
Join Dr. Save a Life Foundation.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye. Now on AIT every Monday by 9:30 a.m.
Another wonderful opportunity for us to be together again in this wonderful edition of You and Your Health. See, today's edition is something you have to get a writing material possibly that should be able to help you have this very program for keep. Because today we are going to discuss crossing the red line alert. You know, if you come to a hospital or you come to certain places, they will draw a red line and say, don't cross that red line. I will show you a red line for everything that kills a man. There is a red line that the alert will be showing. But unfortunately, most people don't recognize the alert or trying to explain away that red alert based on their own narrative. Traditional or the issue of our recent religious narrative of everything must have one other explanation or the other. But today is going to be a very special day because we see what's happening to you right now, happening to your loved one. Taking this very one quickly to the grave. But most times we don't recognize them, and that's why today is a day. Pick your phone right now, contact all your friends wherever they are, say drop whatever you are doing right now. Focus on this You and Your Health program on this station. I tell you, you're gonna save not just money, you're gonna save tears, you're gonna save life, you're gonna save the strength of most families. And somebody is suddenly losing weight, suddenly vomiting blood, urinating blood, or bleeding excessively during menses, or even having menses when he has gone into menopause. Are there things that may be going wrong we do not understand? These and many more I will share with you. When I come back, take this opportunity, reach out to them. I'll be right back.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Welcome back. You and Your Health, a program sponsored by Dr. Save a Life Foundation, a non-governmental organization with a clear vision of giving total health to the people of Africa through the power of knowledge. We have a vision that by the year 2025, that Nigerian life expectancy will move from where it is in a deplorable state of 55 years currently to 70 years. This, I will tell you, can save many that will be counted as among those people that we are saying we have a low life expectancy. You will discover that what you will get today, you also share into other people. Together we can save a whole lot. And that's why I'm very confident that from this time to 2025, which a lot will be launched as we make progress, for you to know it is time for you to believe in your health, believe in quality health, believe in giving the best to your health. And of course, if you lose money, you lose something. But if you lose your health, you lose everything. Now, get it clear. Apart from cardiac arrest, where a hefty man or a woman may suddenly collapse, boom, yeah, you see this person died. Or accident, when something just happens suddenly and this person is gone, most of the illnesses that kill people normally give a sign. Usually we give a sign, so that you call it symptoms. It usually gives these very signs that something is going wrong, but the fellow in question may have little knowledge about it. Very little knowledge. It is time for us to begin to ask reasonable questions, for us to begin to have what is called analytical reasoning. Analytical intelligence. Can we ask the right question? Must everybody be killed by all the demons and witches? People will have one in there. Instead of going to hospital to be properly diagnosed, they will tell you, no, it's a spiritual problem. It is a spiritual problem. You don't go to hospital to go and find out. The question is, how many of them with spiritual problems still survive? To tell you, there is a gross deception, maybe orchestrated by ignorance, ranging in our religious, and all those people moving up and down and telling people all manner of stories. Listen to me and listen good. Their way of escape to anything that has to do with your health begins with knowledge. Lose it, you lose everything. Ignore it. He said, because you have rejected knowledge, I myself, God speaking, have also rejected. This is why we need to see a red line. And let's all start with the issue of weight loss. You see a person who used to be very plumpy, healthy looking, all of a sudden he sees this same fellow losing weight, dropping weight, just pam. The weight is going down. The guy is not looking as fresh as he used to look. And if you ask him, he say no. So we tell you, no, I'm just shaking my weight. You know, I'm just dieting. Dieting what? You know something is going wrong. You know it's not the food that you are eating. You eat, but it's not reflected. This is a danger sign when you start having unexplainable weight loss. When the weight, you see the man, all of a sudden the weight is dropping. You check your weight today, it's going down. You check the other one is going down. And there are things that could tell us that that is the red line that you don't have to cross. Yes, I will be in position to explain it to you. Not in the terminology of doctors. All right? I will explain it as you got it. You also share it with somebody. Together we can build a healthy society in Africa. We are not living in a dark world. They call you third world country does not mean you will also not defend your own health, which is your life. Now let's take it. When you see a man or a woman suddenly losing weight, some things can be responsible. And let's take it one by one. A man who is diabetic, a woman who is diabetic. If you have been following up this program, I taught one occasion that diabetes is not a sugar problem. Very deep illustration, because we're able to understand that diabetes does not allow food because of lack of insulin to enter the body cells. So they can be in the midst of plenty, but very starving. So you can see a man, a woman who used to be very plumpy, all of a sudden, the person will be eating. But the quality of food the fellow is eating is not reflecting in overall body weight. And that is a thing of concern. That diabetes, over the time, if ignored, could be in position to see the person's skin will now start getting drier. You see this other person start looking completely different. Something is wrong somewhere. That's one. Second, a situation where you can have viral infection, like issue of HIV, for instance. Because of the immunosuppression, for sure, this very fellow that used to be very lively could suddenly start losing weight in an unexplainable circumstance. Other things may also come in. And the first thing, unfortunately, that when they go to see certain people, the first thing they will tell them is an attack. It's a poison. And before they will go into 70 days fasting and prayer and all that, this very fellow is buried. But today, as a matter of fact, there are drugs today for HIV that people that have HIV may never have occasion to be admitted in a hospital. May never have occasion to be admitted. But unfortunately, worse still, in the churches today, people are still being buried on the format of that the person is HIV positive, he doesn't want to take the drug. He doesn't want to take it. And he sees the person dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping and goes down to a state of AIDS, which is a complex of diseases. And at that very point, the body can contain. And we bury people that, as a matter of fact, so many people may never go down the grave until the cure for HIV will eventually emerge. You can have such a scenario. Now we tell you, no, I don't have HIV. No, I'm not diabetic. I will show you another thing that can make a man or a woman you know suddenly start losing weight you cannot understand. In a situation where a person has what is called thyrotoxicosis, don't worry, this big grammar, we are going to demystify it here. When somebody has issue of, you see this goiter, enlargement. Some may have enlargement, but the thyroid hormones may be normal. They call it euthyroid state. It is thyroid produced by thyroid gland in the neck that actually regulate how your body, whether your engine of your body can go high or go low. All right? In a situation where there is a high level of thyroid hormones in your body cell, it will speed up activity, whether day or night, whether at rest. The person will be burning energy, burning carbohydrate, burning protein, burning everything overnight. And what happens? After a while, the person is using more than is even actually. Over the time, will even begin to eat up the energy in the flesh. And the person will start growing lean. So when somebody has what is called thyrotoxicosis, or what they call grave disease, they call it grave disease, as a matter of fact, because it can lead to both cardiomyopathy and another one. At that very point, you can see this very person losing weight. All right? These are all red line. Red line, no cross. When you see these very signs, it's a thing of concern that, hey, something is going wrong. Why is this very person losing weight? That is at that point you need to ask questions.
You and your health with Dr. Richard Okoye.
Another condition that could also make somebody to be losing weight could also be from nutritional deficiency. Nutritional. Whereby, of course, you know the situation in the country right now, apparently things are tough. Many people may not be able to feed well. And that's why when you see yourself losing weight, don't think of spirit first. Consider what you are eating. Because when someone is not feeding well, there's a tendency of such person having what is called immunosuppression. And that immunosuppression, apart from the fact that he's not eating very well, there's a tendency of the other illnesses being in position to come in. So nutritional deficiency could also be in position to lead to weight loss. That's why at this very point in time, Dr. Save a Life Foundation come up with what is called free feeding program for the less privileged. We all have to assist at this very point in time that you are comfortable in your house. Does it also entail that you same with your neighbor? No. Many are without job because of COVID. Many people are not eating food to eat. You have more than enough, share with them. Share with them. When we started running this very free feeding program, then I realized that you see a man dress up with suit order does not mean there is money in the pocket. We all have to stand together in this very period they declare recession. We have to be in position to stand together, to support one another, because not every weight loss is a disease. Hunger is also a disease. Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
Hello, I am Pastor Barrister Austin Nadi, the Country Director of Dr. Save a Life Foundation. I'm inviting you to join this life-changing and destiny-reforming foundation today. You can be part of it by calling those numbers that are running on your screen right now, or visit our website on www.drsavealife.org. Together, we can save a life.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye. Now on AIT every Monday by 9:30 a.m.
Welcome back. You are still on You and Your Health. I remain your friend, Dr. Richard Okoye, the president of Dr. Save a Life Foundation, a non-governmental organization with a clear vision of giving total health to the people of Africa through the power of knowledge. Through the power of knowledge. I know most of you that have been a fan of this very program, now you must have gotten a lot. And today we are talking about crossing the red line. In absence of cardiac arrest, most life-threatening conditions, they have a red line. Cross it, it will tell you you are moving faster to the grave. And we are looking today on the issue that has to do with weight loss. Is there anything going wrong there? Yeah. The issue of excessive bleeding, the issue of urinating blood, the issue of vomiting blood, the issue of you have gone out of menopause and suddenly you start seeing blood. Are there things that could have gone wrong that you suddenly start having the? You see, somebody suddenly the leg will start swelling. And you see, no, it's the way. No, it's because I didn't exercise. No. Something is going wrong. And those signs I want us to pick, not just only for yourself today, but also for your family, for your loved one, for your friends. As I'm talking right now, what I'm talking about, somebody is passing through that and is explaining it away with one devil and one demonic narratives. We can save them. Because it is a deplorable situation for Nigeria to have a life expectancy of 55 years, unacceptable in any way. Something is wrong, and what is wrong is ignorance. Now, today we are looking into the issue of weight loss. And we mentioned a lot of things, that somebody who is diabetic, having a thyrotoxicosis or hyperthyroidism, or somebody who has the issue of nutritional deficiency, or somebody who has the issue that has to do with the immunological deficiency like HIV and all that, can be in position to lose weight. But another thing, issue that has to do with cancer. A man who has a prostate cancer, intestinal cancer, anorectal cancer, or cancer that has to do with the pipe, even pancreatic and all that, the person may just believe it, but he say, no, I'm not been eating very well, or that, I suddenly see myself dropping weight. I don't know. I can't just explain. I'm just dropping weight. Yes, something could be wrong. That should be an alert to you. It should be an alert for you. It is something you need to query and query intelligently. I'm not talking about trying to explain things around you. Intelligently. You need to get it understood. A person who has prostate cancer, initially we will show nothing. But all of a sudden you see the man suddenly start going down. Intestinal cancers certainly are going down. At that very point in time, something is going wrong somewhere. Don't sweep it under the carpet. And that brings us at this very point in time. What do we do? What exactly should we do when somebody is having one problem or the other problem that you suddenly observe that, oh, come on, my weight is dropping? And it's not that I'm exercising too much. Even if I'm exercising, this is not the way I want it to go. Now stay tuned. I'll be right back to show you step by step what you could do fast to draw back before crossing that red line. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
I'm more than 50. But God, in His mercy and grace, today I can breastfeed.
I never dreamt in my life to be in India, neither enter plane before I die at the age of 70. My vote of thanks to Dr. Saving a Life I'm very happy with them. They've not revived my life again, no matter the age. Now, I feel I can live a little longer than I could have lived.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye. Now on AIT every Monday by 9:30 a.m.
Welcome back. You are still on You and Your Health. I'm your friend, Dr. Richard Okoye. Before I go into some of the things you need to observe, I will show you some of the things here. I have made a very tantalizing observation when it has to do with this side of the world. I'm talking about Africa, I'm talking about Nigeria, because some other Africans, I don't know much about that. I'm out there, but that same thing represents everywhere in Africa. We give priorities to certain things. If this very program has been one social program where I'm showing you one funny thing or the other thing, invariably, and I say, please, can you support this very program to remain on air? People will be dishing out millions and supporting this brother Africa, and supporting this one, and supporting this idol, and supporting the. But because it's issue of health, I put a very tantalizing observation. I made an appeal here. For people, please, can you support this very program to be on air? I know you are getting something here today, isn't it? You have been getting something from all our program ongoing. We have a campaign of doing ECG for all Nigeria. Outreach programs are there, free feeding program for the poor, and also the needy and the less privileged. And I put up an account number of the foundation. And I say, please, whatever you have, support this very program to remain on air. Even if you have any place where you want this program to reach to your people, you can pay even for the airtime. We give them tapes. Let our people get to know some of these things. As I'm talking to you today, not one person has put in one kobo and say, please, let me support this very program. I'm not talking to Dr. Okoye. Yeah, Dr. Okoye may be rich. Yes. But this is something that has to do with the health of our people. We give it less priority. But if it is a program right now where somebody is just naked here and just be talking and all kind, at that point he say, no, this program needs to be supported. And that's where we spend our money. And that's why I'm making an appeal. Can we change this, our mindset? Can we change it for once? Can we change this, our mindset, for once? Give priority to your health. Give priority. This very program you are hearing here right now, they don't mention the millions involved. They don't mention it on air. That's not what I'm asking. But a priority. At this very point in time, can you prove me wrong? If you want to prove me wrong now, this is the account number now. Say, Dr. Okoye, I appreciate what your foundation is doing. The Dr. Save Life Foundation is touching life. This program or support this outreach program or partner with Save a Life to do an outreach program for your people. This account number now is for you. You want let me speak my mother tongue so that you will know that you don't hurt us. If this very program doesn't come up honestly, it will affect someone somewhere that life would have been saved just by reason of knowledge. I encourage you at this very point in time as a positive appeal. This account number, even if you don't have money to give, you can give us palliative. Don't hide it. You have it in your hand. We do a free feeding program for the less privileged. You can support with anything. If not, you are supporting Save a Life, support also your neighborhood. Together we could be in position to preserve the health of our people. 55 years is an anomaly in a nation that is blessed as this country. Now back to our topic. Today we are discussing about crossing the red line. Particularly now in the area of weight loss. We continue it with the issue that has to do with blood loss, bleeding by vagina, losing blood by issue of vomiting, stooling blood, all those things, or urinating blood, all those things I will be able to tell you what each of them represent and at what point can you cut it. nip it on the bud. Now, you look at this very subject of weight loss. Weight loss and most of the things I have mentioned today, all of them can be dictated as early as possible just through what is called routine health check. Routine health check. But if I should ask you a question, we all have beautiful cars, wonderful cars, after 5,000 kilometers, you go and be in position to service the car. 5,000 kilometers, you go and serve it. But then let me ask you, when last did you go for health check? No. I'm busy, isn't it? I'm busy. If your car today, the engine knock, it won't take you 1 month. You will even borrow. You replace that engine. When have you gone for your health check? I'm not talking about another one. Yours. Should I give you one thing you will keep for today? Aging without going for health check is like driving a car without dashboard. When the oil is finishing, you don't know, the water is not going and all that. Can you spare money? I'm not talking about the one that will ask you, everything that has to do with your health need to be free, but your food, your clothes, your car, all those ones you can comfortably buy them. Can you take out money today? Go and run comprehensive health check. Stop being deceived by people that will tell you your problem is a poison. Your problem is a spiritual attack. Can you go and start from the known before you go to the unknown? I will show you something here. When it has to do with the issue of cancer of the colon, that cancer of the intestine, most of those cancers start in a way that if you pick them early, it can be cured. Now, if you look at this very subject of endoscopy, for instance, what you are seeing here is the inside of the intestine, all right? But this one is what is called colonoscopy, taking it from the anus down. It's a long distance to cover. But if you get this very colonoscopy done, you could be in position to pick a death, as a matter of fact, about to start in this very body. If you look at this one, if you look at the surface of this, you find that it's very smooth. And that's why sometimes, if you have something like a problem of intestinal cancer, colon cancer, and if it is up here, the person may start either stooling blood, or the person may not be eating nicely or having a good digestion, and the person may begin to lose weight. So on that very accord, if you look at this one now, you can see what is actually tormenting this area here. But let me show you something more interesting here. Now look at this. What you are seeing here is inside the rectum, all right? This very thing you see here is what is called rectal polyp. But this is a cancer in development. An interesting thing is that you find that the time they stalk is still hanging away from the normal body. If you have a look at this now, have a look at the picture. You find that despite the whole of this wall is still good, this is a polyp and it has a stalk here. In other words, if this thing is picked up at this level and be cut at this point, all right, and be cut at this other point, the tendency of this cancer being in development to go without this person having occasion to lie down in any hospital is 100%.
You and Your Health with Dr. Richard Okoye is brought to you by Dr. Civil Life Foundation.